So, you ready? You ready to talk about
The
the final movie? Oh, wait.
the final movie.
We have two more, don't we?
So we
Movie
have
7 is
the
Harry Potter and the Deathly Halloween, Part 1.
the Deadly Hollows or the Deathly.
Deathly Hallows. There's a big distinction between Deadly and Deathly, man.
So can you explain in detail and
I
show your
could.
notes?
I definitely could. You know what? Put my notes on the screen really fast so that nobody actually can read them and see how empty they are.
So let's talk about the first half of this movie, which was just so great because it's the first half of a movie. And
Do you think of it that way? Do you think of like this is one
You know
movie
what?
that's just split into two?
No, it's one movie. It's one movie.
I do
consider
think of it that way
because it does not hold up as one movie.
Yeah, that's
at
right.
all.
That's what I
It's
did
not like
agree.
it's Dune.
I mean, I still think it was good. I do think part 1 is good, but I
Part 2 is
think
way better. Though,
I think it is one whole story.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about part 1. What is going on in part 1?
So part 1, I like the very beginning is really dark too. Like, and they go through a lot really quickly. Like they skipped over a scene in the book that I actually remember a lot, where he talks to Dursley and and Dudley, his cousin, was always a bully to him. Actually, is kind of like hears him out and is really nice to him. But the first time they skipped.
Why
over
didn't they
that.
do that?
I think it's they didn't
Bro,
have enough time.
I needed that, man. I needed that closure.
He actually stands up for. I remember that part of the book. That's how it began.
Why didn't they do that?
I guess because they felt it was already too long, and I don't know. But
I
you
feel
split
like they
the movie in
needed it.
two. They probably could have put it in there.
Yeah, just a quick scene.
Yeah, I just love all the stuff that happens in this last one. It's just so like insane and crazy. Like the beginning, like
Shit is going down.
Shit is going.
Yeah,
it
it's
gets
like a
serious.
war.
It is a war.
Yeah, I like that.
It's cool. It's really stakes are high. You know, like we've talked about. Dumbledore's dead, so it's like the biggest protector that Harry had is gone.
What can you do now?
Yeah. So things are scary. They're kind of like tense right off the bat. I like that Hermione has to like erase her memory of herself from her parents.
What?
That's so fucking sad.
So you can't get it back, right?
No, I think she said she can. Bring
Okay,
it
all
back.
right. That would have been dark
But
if you couldn't get it
She
back.
she erases her from like that way in case she dies or something.
Yeah.
Or they don't go looking for her, asking for her, or Voldemort's people if they find her, they wouldn't be able to know anything about her.
Speaking of Voldemort, he's basically in control of everything now.
Dude, they
The
take over
government.
the Ministry of Magic. Yeah.
Propaganda against Muggles.
It's fucking insane.
I like that.
Yeah, no, it
I like propaganda.
raises the stakes a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. This is the one. This is before the one with the bank, right? That's the second one. That's part 2, right?
That's, when they go in the disguise.
Yeah, that's
I think
part
that's the first one.
Is it the first one?
Is it?
It's all seeming like
It's
one
one
movie to
movie.
me because we
Alright.
watched it so like we watched it like one night after the other.
Yeah, so let's just think of it in one movie. Let's just talk about what you like.
And then Deathly Hallows part
Yeah.
1 and 2 all
1 and
together.
2.
I mean, I love most of this movie, to be honest. I loved they do one thing, which is they haven't done it throughout the rest of the movie with the animation. I fucking love that scene.
Oh yeah, when
They
he's
tell the
explaining
tale of the Deathly Hallows, the
Yeah.
three brothers. I
That
still don't
was
really
so cool.
understand why they had to use it, if I'm being honest.
like the animation.
No, the Deathly Hallows.
Oh, I don't.
It
I
is
don't
a
guess- I don't-
story device.
But I'm
that's-
just enjoying the ride. I don't know what the fuck is going on
That
anymore.
sequence was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad they put it in.
Animation's great.
I wish they did that more. I wish they'd make like a Harry Potter type of animation like that.
That would be sweet.
Kind of like, I wouldn't say like Nightmare Before Christmas.
You know what it reminds me of was the Resident Evil Village intro.
Yes, that's
It
why I
reminded me
liked
a
it so
lot like
much too
that.
as well. Yep.
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
very similar style. Yeah, so I mean, like, I do love the first half of the movie. I know you're kind of like, oh, there's not a lot. It doesn't hold up as one movie, and that's fair. You
I mean,
if you're
it's-
an asshole.
I am an asshole, so that
No,
makes
I'm
sense.
just kidding. No, it's fair. It's a fair criticism, I think. But I mean, it adapted the book really well. From what I remember, there's a lot that happens that just and moments are like, really intense. Like when they go to the Malfoy house, and like Bellatrix
man.
is like they're trying to get Draco to identify if it's like Harry Potter because Hermione fucked up his face and stuff. Like there's a lot of moments that just stick out to me. And even the beginning when they're getting chased by the Death Eaters through the sky, like all the characters look like Harry Potter. That's
Yeah,
so
I really
cool.
like that part.
They have the multiple Harrys.
You know what I don't like about that? That part where because Mad Eye he dies in that scene. You know that, right?
Yeah, he died. I
didn't
didn't realize he
fucking know
died
that.
until after.
That's why I don't like it. Like, why didn't he's such a like? I like him more than most of the characters, and he just dies. They gave more importance to the owl. I mean, I understand it because he's been there for the first one, but you don't. I don't remember seeing it.
I don't remember seeing him die either.
Yeah, did they even show it really?
They must have. I just don't remember. And
I don't know. I feel like they're just doing so much, but but the rest of the scene is really cool. Like,
it was a cool scene.
Transforming into Harry Potter. That's cool.
And Voldemort's like chasing him through the sky.
Yeah,
so it was like it's fucking scary, man.
Yeah, that guy's ugh.
You know, that makes me mad too. Now I think about it, because Mad Eye Moody, like in the movies at least, like he doesn't even get any screen time as Mad Eye Moody. The most screen time he gets is the fourth one when he's Barty Crouch Jr. disguises him.
It's not really him. He was only in this movie.
So why do we even care about him? You know, like I don't know. But I did like that premise. I like how this whole movie, like, they're on the run. Like, they're, like, just trying to survive. Mm-hmm. And they break into, like, the Ministry of Magic and everything, disguised as people. Mm-hmm. And
that's a cool part.
That was a cool part. And it's funny. I like when they're, like, the adults or actors are trying to pretend to be, like, Harry, Ron, and Hermione. It's so funny.
Trying to get in to the bank.
Yeah.
Guarded by a dragon, right? Is this the one?
No, it's not the dragon. That's the second part.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the bank. Yeah. This is the Ministry of Magic. They try to get in there to find the locket.
Oh, yeah.
Because the one guy who was supposed to be good, but we knew he was bad, sold the locket to Umbridge, who works at the Ministry of Magic, and there's
they're trying to get it from her. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause that's a Horcrux.
That bitch. Okay.
Yeah. So I love that scene. I like how Ron's like, but my wife is
oh yeah,
standing trial. Like, Ron, you're not married.
I feel bad for her too.
Yeah, there's a lot of comedy in this movie too. Surprisingly,
even though it's like the darkest, like not darkest, but like it's very grave.
High stakes. Yeah.
I need some of that comedy in it.
They do, especially because then like later on, like when they apparate to the woods, apparate means like when they disappear.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah, and like Ron gets his arm hurt.
Oh yeah.
And then from then on out, it's all like dark. Like they hate each other because the locket's like the ring.
The ring. Yeah, I was like, this is the Lord of the Rings though.
Like turns them all angry at each other. I like that too though, because I mean it's like Voldemort's soul is like actually like in it.
It makes sense.
The energy is evil. I do think that's kind of cool.
It makes sense. Like
it does.
Other movies, the logic is there. I'm not mad at my screen right now, like yelling at it, like this is stupid.
Yeah, but we will get to some illogic stuff.
Oh yeah.
After the ending of the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There's a thing that makes me really mad.
Stupid again.
And we don't understand it, and even if I do understand it, I don't like it. No. I don't like that explanation. But anyway, yeah, no, Part 1 I thought was really intense, and it ends on a high note, I think, with like the part at the Malfoy Manor. After like they destroy one Horcrux, they get chased by these guys called Snatchers, who are like they try to catch wizards essentially. They get brought to the Malfoy house where Bellatrix is, and I guess like they're trying to identify if it's really Harry Potter because Hermione screwed up his face with some kind of spell or something. That was a really intense scene.
Mm-hmm. It's a good scene, man.
It was.
And guess who saves the day, though?
Dobby.
The
one thing I don't like is that Dobby literally comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, where does he come from?
You know what? It kind of makes sense because he was the Malfoy's house elf.
Oh, yeah, so it does make sense.
So he would know the house. Yeah. You know, he wasn't like that. He was a free elf after the second movie because Harry Potter freed him. Uh-huh. Like, he gave him the sock, and now he's not, like, he's no longer, like, a slave. Mm-hmm. So maybe he would still know the house. But, like, how did he know Harry was there and...
Just go with it, man.
It's a lot to ask for me to just digest that and be okay. But
but I feel like he's like really powerful to elves.
Yeah,
like they're like weirdly powerful. Why are they slaves?
It's just a subservient mentality. I don't know.
Hey, if that's true, that's a good idea.
I mean, wizards
even no matter how powerful you are, if you have a certain mindset, doesn't matter. Yeah, okay.
Could be. I mean, wizards are really powerful too, so it could be that they're just more powerful, and it's just kind of like a evolutionary custom thing. Like dogs are like, dogs could eat us, but they don't.
I could take Poe. Where you at, Poe?
Anyways, let's go beat his ass.
Let's go whoop his ass.
All 13 pounds of him. Yeah.
If that. So
I almost named him Dobby.
Huh?
Side note, I almost thought.
Did you really?
I thought about it. My dog has big little ears. So.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense.
It does make sense.
Are you gonna put like a pillowcase over?
Yeah,
that would be fucking great.
Yeah. But anyways, Dobby fucking dies.
He dies. Why did they kill Dobby? Bellatrix kills fucking Dobby.
They make it like the worst possible death because like one, he just saves him.
Yeah.
And then he as his dying words are like, at least I got to be among friends.
Oh my god.
He's this like cute little elf character. Why would they do that to you?
They couldn't even get him nice clothes.
That was so awful. What an awful scene.
And they buried him without any magic. He's like, here lies a free elf. I'm like,
it was
damn.
cute.
It was a sad ending to him, but I actually liked him though.
I liked him at the end there.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I didn't like him at first.
Yeah. It was a good death. It wasn't just like out of nowhere, like Sirius Black.
Yeah, no, it made sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sad, but I mean, it's gonna happen in this fucking crazy world.
Yeah.
That I never want to live in.
They're just like killing people left and right in this last movie though, or last two movies, I should say.
Oh, yeah, the ending. Everybody fucking dies.
Yeah. Yeah. So end of part one. I thought. I guess I kind of agree that I do feel like this is one story, but
you can't really separate it.
Yeah.
That much.
What would you give the first part out of 10 if you had to? Because it is one movie.
Okay, so it's not. What did I give? I'm trying to compare it.
You can't compare. Just don't compare.
I'll say like a 7.5.
That's what I was gonna say actually.
Yeah, it's like it's just a stepping stone to the.
It kind of is.
Yeah, it's not a complete story yet.
Because the climax of that book is part 2 of that movie, which is awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Part 2.
All comes together at Hogwarts. Huge fucking battle.
The Battle of Hogwarts. Yeah, that was fun. All right, we're on the last movie. You excited?
I'm excited. Part 2.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2.
Man, and we finally got there.
What a ride!
Yeah, and
that song by Wiz Khalifa plays. See you again. What a ride with family.
Hold on a second. That did come around the same time, didn't it? I feel like that could have happened.
No, it was later.
It might be did it? Like 2011?
2011 is when, Paul Walker died a few years later, I think.
Oh, damn. I see.
I think it was.
Whatever. That'd be cool, though. I'm going to put it
in. What an awesome song.
Yes.
Let's get a copyright strike just for that one.
No, never.
That's worth it.
So let's talk about this movie.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about first?
I love just the pacing of this one. It's intense as hell. Like, it's just like from
nonstop.
You can't really look away for like 1 second without something important happening.
It's exhausting.
It is kind of exhausting, but I like the intensity.
As it should, though.
Yeah, and the introduction of like the Elder Wand, being like this super powerful wand and everything, and like Voldemort has that now, and like
gets it from Dumbledore's grave.
Yeah, that's fucking savage.
Fuck you, man. I was like, man, fuck you.
Yeah. But no, I did like this one a lot. Just like overall, it's just super intense. From what I remember, it's pretty intense from like when I first saw it and how big a deal it was. It's a good way to close out the series, I think, for sure. The stakes are definitely raised pretty high. I feel like anyone could die, and anyone does die.
They do. Many people die.
Kill Lupin and your baby.
Oh, man. I didn't even know they were together, really.
Yeah, they don't really establish that much.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they were together? Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they're, like, kind of weak, man.
They are kind of weak characters.
I wish they established it more, but they're still, like... And then Fred dies. One of the twins.
Oh, yeah, Fred.
Or George.
Fred
Savage?
Dies? One of the twins dies.
Yeah, Fred Savage. Not Ben Savage, French.
Not George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dies. I'm like, damn.
That's crazy.
They didn't even show it, but so many people dying left and right. Wait, did Bellatrix kill somebody?
Bellatrix. Oh, you know what? She tried to kill Ginny, and Molly Weasley
kills extra shit, man.
What the hell did that come from?
Yeah, I know. I was like,
that
wow,
was
her.
Sweet. Yeah, she like blows up Bellatrix.
Yeah,
like,
it was sweet.
Destroys her. Yeah, that was cool.
Cause she was like going crazy, killing everybody.
Yeah,
she was like the greatest threat other than Voldemort.
Yeah,
but
she's one of my favorite villains. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, the star of this one is the one where they go to the bank, and she's Hermione's disguised as Bellatrix.
Yeah, that's a funny scene.
Yeah. And then they go into the vault, and of course, like, the vault has a fucking dragon in it, because
It's a dragon.
Why
wouldn't you have a dragon?
Yeah.
You have everything else in this fucking movie. Might as well have a dragon.
Yeah. So they went into her vault to get a Horcrux, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't remember what it was at this point.
It was like
the cup. Right?
Cup, yeah. And I like that part where if you touch something and it multiplies. I love that.
Scary.
Yeah, I'll be so mad. Just touch everything. That was a good scene.
It was, yeah.
And the troll,
the goblin.
Sorry, goblin. He's a little asshole. He betrays him. He was in the first movie too.
He was.
Yeah, that's a nice callback. But he betrays him, and then like they get away with the dragon. Ride the dragon out. That was badass.
The dragon looked pretty good, I thought.
Yeah,
too.
I thought so.
Yeah, CGI at this point, 2009.
Oh, it was all great.
Pretty good.
It was all great, yeah. They bust out with the dragon. That was cool. And they kill everybody in that place, I think. Or did the dragon kill everybody in the bank after Voldemort comes? He kills the goblet, right?
He does?
Yeah, you don't remember that part?
I don't remember that part. It was probably Bellatrix, right? Because she was probably mad, or I don't remember.
They kill everybody in the bank, so everybody's dying. I just remember death left and right. Voldemort's pissed.
Yeah,
and then they go. Did they go to Hogwarts after that?
Yeah, I think that's when they go to Hogwarts. Right. Essentially, like Harry sneaks in. They're like, "Oh, if you are hiding Harry Potter, we're gonna fucking find him." He like talks in their fucking minds because Voldemort is God at this point.
Yeah, he's just God.
Yeah,
I never understood that.
Horrifying.
But let me talk about this. So they sneak into Hogwarts, right? It's not just Harry Potter. It's Ron and also Hermione. As soon as Harry gets there, oh, it's Potter, yeah!
Round of applause.
Yeah! Oh, Ron, get the fuck out the way. Hermione, get out the way. They don't even mention... They were there the whole entire time with him. That pisses me off.
There is nothing he did throughout the whole series that he did without them.
Exactly. He will be dead.
He would be dead. Especially without Hermione. Hermione, like, put all their stuff into a bag. Like... She knows every spell to like fix every problem. She literally saves them. She's every hero. Movie.
It's another Sam situation with Frodo, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's not as bad, but man,
yeah.
I wish they were like all together. Like, oh yeah, they're all bad.
Yeah, our friends. Yeah, the trio.
It's not just Harry Potter.
It's not just Harry.
I hate that. That's the worst moment in this movie. I
was mad too. And you know what? I never cared because I was always just like, oh yeah, Harry. I root for Harry because I'm told I root for Harry. But you know, rewatching it now as an adult who's seen a lot more movies.
Yes.
Like
it just doesn't make sense.
It's not earned.
Yeah.
His heroism is not earned.
Yeah, and he didn't do it. If he did it by himself, the whole movies. Yeah.
Then yeah,
I would understand that.
Yeah.
But there's two other people there, and they're just as important.
There's not even just them. Like, everybody else tried to save the day, too. Like yeah. They tried to help him out. This is just stupid.
Like, Neville, man.
Neville was a fucking badass.
We didn't talk about him because he was like a freaking dork. He couldn't do anything
punching bag, yeah.
But he turns into he saves the day, basically.
I fucking love Neville.
Yeah, his character development, it was great.
It was.
And, so he comes back, and then they're just getting ready for war. Like, they put a protection spell around, like, all the teachers.
Yeah.
And
we talk about the scene, though, where he, like, reveals himself to Snape, and then, like, McGonagall just, like...
Oh, yeah!
Whoops Snape's ass.
Yeah!
Man, that was awesome.
That was cool to see that.
Yeah.
And she's like, forget it. Like, just, come on. Let's forget all the rules.
Fuck Slytherin. Fuck all... They lock all the Slytherins in the dungeon.
Get in there. Finally!
Why did they do that in movie 1?
I'm so mad. Why did they do that?
You literally have a whole house that just breeds terrorists.
It's evil. Yes.
Why did you not do this in the first movie? I don't get it. It makes me so mad watching these movies back. It's like, there's no logic here.
No.
Why would you let evil people come to your school?
Because they need evil people. They need evil people breathing ground so they keep on making books and movies.
And you know what? I would have forgiven it if they would have just shown even like one or two Slytherins that aren't that bad.
Like they say, like, it may... You know, most of them might be bad, like apples, but there's, some good ones.
Yeah, give one Slytherin to, like, the Harry Potter friend group, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody's bad. Some good.
That was something that was so easily could have been done, and they don't do it. I don't get why.
So, maybe you could say Malfoy
Draco by the end. But it's, I don't know.
That's the weakest one. It's
the only one who's slightly redeemable by the end. But
I feel like if he actually could, he would try to kill Harry Potter. He's just so jealous of him.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just wants to be him so bad. And I understand. Everybody loves him for no reason.
Potter privilege.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that pisses me off. I don't understand why they have Slytherin there at all.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they get ready for battle, and the fucking Death Eaters are about to ascend on the school. And,
Oh, there's so many of them too.
Yeah. Yeah. They do a cool thing where like Neville blows up the bridge.
Oh yeah, they're trying to go across the bridge.
Neville is a fucking badass in this movie.
Yeah.
Man.
He saves. He if it wasn't for him, probably would all have been dead.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about dead in a second.
Cause yeah, that's where everybody dies after that, and then the Snape scene.
Yeah.
I really liked the Snape scene a lot.
Oh man, that hurt me.
Yeah.
Wait, what's really going on with that? So it's like all revealed after this.
They do kind of talk about what happened, why Voldemort kills him too, right?
Yeah.
So Voldemort thinks that Snape has the wand.
Yeah, the elder
wand.
Yeah.
He thinks that
because he killed.
Yeah, that's why. Because Voldemort's having trouble trying to get it to work because he's not the rightful owner.
Mm-hmm.
So he thinks that if he kills Snape, he becomes the rightful owner because Snape killed Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Draco disarmed Dumbledore, so technically Draco was the rightful owner. But Harry disarmed Draco in the Malfoy house, so Harry's the rightful owner of the Elder Wand.
So
they reveal later. Anyway,
at the end, yeah,
he kills Snape.
With the fucking snake.
The snake. Ooh, what a brutal way to do this.
Couldn't have just like give him the.
I thought I could bro.
Yeah, he had to fucking make him like fucking get
brutal, man.
Really Come on, brutal. Man. Why are you
doing
that to
Why are you
boy?
Doing your boy? I mean, he did betray you, but you didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that. Man.
You didn't know that.
He didn't know that. Yeah, he was just like, you're a good follower, not get fucking brutalized.
Yeah,
like by the snake.
He could have made it quick and painless, easily.
He's a villain. It's like
Voldemort.
Almost, he's actually a bad
he's
guy.
Not a good guy. You know what? He's really not a good guy. Not a man of principle. Yeah. So yeah, the Snape scene. That's a good scene though.
Yeah.
And they kind of reveal because he has he cries out a memory, and gives it to Harry to put in the pensieve.
How does that work?
I mean, that's something.
No, that's not.
That's just magic.
We're getting to the weeds now. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know how Dumbledore was like pulling the memories out of his head. I mean, he probably just
magic.
It's magic. That part didn't bother me. That makes sense. It's a memory. He puts it in a thing.
I just want to know if there's an explanation. There's not an explanation. I'm fine with it.
No,
okay,
just let it breathe.
It's still a good scene.
It's a good scene because Harry learns why Snape was actually like how Snape protected him all his years and stuff, and he had affection for his mom and stuff. And
that's so sad. I feel so bad for him.
No, not only did he never get to get with his girl, but then she died, and he had to protect her son with another guy, and
that he absolutely hated.
They hated, yeah.
I understand, and he is justified how shitty he is to everybody.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Snape's definitely redeemed by that last.
Man, he couldn't find somebody else. Snape, man, don't be a simp to him, man. Oh man, I feel so bad, but when you're in love, you're in love, man.
I guess so.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. But that was a really emotional scene, and I'm glad they redeemed Snape too, because you know what? Again, it's like with the Slytherin stuff. It's like, I guess that is the one good Slytherin, right? He's the Slytherin.
Yeah.
And he ends up being the good guy, but they needed more of that. They really needed more of that.
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't do that more.
I don't know.
It wasn't. I guess to make it. Like maybe or I'm not sure who it is. Like, is he good or bad? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, he sacrificed himself. That was a good scene. I like that. And we learned that he killed Dumbledore because Dumbledore was dying anyway.
Yeah, so he's gonna die. So it's justified.
It's a good scene. It was cool. And then they also learned something else from that memory too, right? I can't remember what it was. It was like he said something about don't tell Harry until something.
I don't remember.
Until Voldemort's at his most vulnerable, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think it was a Harry had to die or something.
Oh, yeah. So he learns from this dream. I mean, like memory that he has to die for Voldemort to die.
Yeah,
because he's one of the Horcruxes.
Yeah, so he goes to the woods, Harry, to sacrifice himself. Finally, he does something heroic.
Finally,
right? This is the part where things get fucked for me, right?
Yeah,
because this does not make any fucking sense. So. One, Harry has the Resurrection Stone, the Deathly Hallow, right, which brings people back from the dead. He talks to, like, his parents in Sirius.
That's him using it.
It was hidden in the snitch that Dumbledore left him in his will.
Yeah, what's the point? What was the point of that?
There was no point.
So you could talk to your dead
I don't care about his fucking parents.
Yeah. I mean,
Here's
they've been
the
talking
thing.
about the whole series, but fuck them.
Here's the thing.
Oh man,
This would have
Here we
made
go.
sense, right? If the resurrection stone is what brings him back to life, but this motherfucker just throws it on the fucking forest floor. He just drops it.
Mm-hmm.
And how does he come back from that? How does he not die?
It's because of love.
So we've watched
Dumbledore said it at the beginning of the movies.
We've watched some YouTube theories that describe why
it's not
Harry,
theory. It's canon.
I guess what it is the
That's
canon
what he said.
explanation.
That's what the guy said.
Yeah, it does not make sense. This doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
Because it says that, like, okay, because Voldemort's got Harry's blood in him, something about the protection spell that was in Harry was in Voldemort. Does that mean the part of Voldemort that was in Harry, the Horcrux, aka, gets killed when...
The little fetus at the...
Right.
Underneath
is
the table.
that what...
That's what protected
But how
him.
does the Horcrux get killed if it has a protection spell that Voldemort has? It doesn't make sense.
He should be dead, right?
He should be fucking dead.
But he did die.
But did he? Is it like Princess
he?
Bride where he's like mostly dead?
Yeah, he's mostly dead.
Not
you
full
know
dead.
what? The love conquers all, man. What are you talking about?
Anyway, it made me mad. Because then I started to think about it. Look, I don't need magic to make like sense realistically, but it needs to make sense in the world that you establish. And you establish rules, and then you fucking break them. Man, it's like, I can't do
like
that,
the
man.
rules in this universe is just so wacky. Like, I don't... Is
That's
there
why
really rules to this?
I feel like for the most part, it was consistent, right?
Okay,
you do a spell on someone, they die, right?
But like then they start shooting like guns, wands.
Basically. And you know
like, they don't have to say the spell.
Yeah,
names.
oh, that made me mad.
Like, I don't like that. They should be saying it every time.
I think that's a movie thing.
Like they're like they started shooting spells, man. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, they never explain why they can just say it without or do it without saying anything. You know, all of a sudden. That doesn't make any sense.
That's an inconsistency I've noticed. But that was that one. That is just like, you know, the ending of the climax of the movie.
Why does he even? Why does that scene even need to happen though? Why does he need to have a Horcrux in him? Like narratively, why don't you just take that out? It doesn't make any sense.
More drama.
Why does he have to get killed like that and then
was it in the book?
Jokes on you? Oh, it is in the book.
Okay. Right.
But why? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Jokes on you.
Joke's on you, I'm not dead, motherfucker. And then he pops out. Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand. I didn't
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, surprise, motherfucker. Large fries, motherfucker. Okay, anyways.
It just does not make sense.
It doesn't.
So I've just
it's
decided...
bad. It's a bad...
It is a bad explanation.
Yes.
And I'm sorry.
I still don't get it.
And you know what? If you disagree with me and you think it's a good explanation, please put it in the comments and explain to me, because I don't fucking get it.
We watched a video where
sense.
it's like, yeah, this is what happened, and I'm still not buying it.
Yeah.
And I don't get how it works.
I don't either.
He, like, went to heaven?
Yeah.
And Dumbledore is like, oh, riddle me this, riddle me that. You're coming back to life, you asshole. Like,
again with the fucking cryptic talk. Even from the grave, this motherfucker.
It's like, fuck you, just tell me what to do. My family and my friends are dying.
Yeah, for real.
It's like, just take the train.
But this guy's gonna make a riddle.
What does he say? Like, oh, like,
is it real or is this all in my head? It's like, just because it's in your head doesn't mean it isn't real. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy.
Is this philosophy class? Like, what is really going on?
Oh, I'm not a Dumbledore fan after rewatching this. I had to say.
Okay, I liked him less right there. When he was alive. When he's alive, I liked him better.
Fucking stupid. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess Harry comes back to life somehow. We're not going to talk about how. But then, there's a really awesome scene where they find out the last Horcrux is his snake. Voldemort's snake.
Yeah.
So they have to kill the snake.
One, yeah.
And the sword has been kind of floating around, you know.
Yeah, it just goes where it needs.
It's been kind of just popping in and out, you know, just to say hi.
You see, like, yeah, okay,
I'm
cool with that.
I'm fine with that. Okay, I don't care. Cool. I don't care. At least they explain it, and it works consistently. Yeah. That's fine.
If it's explained, go ahead.
And Neville takes a sword and he cuts that fucking snake's head off. But even before that, this fucking badass Neville, like literally Voldemort's like, look, I killed Harry Potter.
This is Voldemort.
It's
not just some minion.
No.
He says it's the Voldemort.
He's like, I fucking murdered him. You guys, you can come join the Death Eaters Club. We got donuts. It's pretty awesome.
Coffee,
$1. Coffee's $1, but donuts are free if you only have one. Beyond that, you have to pay $1 for each donut. So it's pretty fair.
Yeah.
You know, Voldemort's pretty fair.
Gluten free.
They're gluten free, and there's no sugar, because
Oh yeah, that sounds like a Voldemort party.
We don't like sugar in the Death Eaters. It's like too sweet, and we don't enjoy life.
Blood pressure.
We never have any lights on. Yeah. You know, we have one fire that lights a whole dark room. Here. Yeah. Have you ever seen our villain's lair? It's just not.
It's pretty cool though. I like.
It's cool.
The round table when he's like kills that girl.
That was fucking scary.
Was that in this movie? Anyway,
it wasn't this one. So he tells Neville, "What? Hey, come over here, man. Come over. Come join the dark side." You know?
Okay, yeah, okay.
And Neville's like, fuck you, man. I'll never join the dark side. I'm never going to have sex before marriage. And Voldemort's like, big mistake, motherfucker. But then even like Draco Malfoy's like, fuck this.
Like, maybe, yeah.
I was like, oh, damn. Yeah. Draco finally got some balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually breaking balls, but he actually has balls now.
And then Harry surprised motherfuckers out of Hagrid's arms and like, guess what, bitch? I'm alive. We're kicking these motherfuckers' asses. And then they all.
I love how you explain this. You're like, motherfucker. The motherfucking thing.
And then there's a total gang war right there on the steps of Hogwarts.
People busting caps. That's what I mean. Exactly.
It felt like it's exactly what happened. Yeah, and then Neville cuts the head off the snake. And that's the last thing. That's the last thing Voldemort has besides his own goddamn body that's holding his soul.
Okay, then. So it's just Voldemort versus Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, and they do the thing. They meet their dicks in the middle.
Dragon Ball Z style.
They pee on each other, and who's got the stronger stream? Guess what? It's Harry Potter. Because the wand betrayed Voldemort, because the wand belonged to Harry.
Of course it belonged to Harry.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That logic holds up to me.
Oh, yeah,
see, the magic.
I just hate Harry Potter. That's why I don't want it to be his. I want it to be Snape's or anybody. Ron. What was Ron doing this whole movie?
They did go to the Chamber of Secrets to get the.
Oh yeah, and they make out. That was
Basilisk thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they finally. I mean.
They fucked right there in the Chamber of Secrets.
That was awesome. Yeah. Anyways, so Harry beats Voldemort.
Just in the most shocking twist of the whole series. Yeah. I didn't think Harry would win. I thought it would be a not happy ending. When does a story ever have a happy ending where the hero kills the villain?
Oh, it's not a happy ending because Harry Potter won. I wanted him to lose. I wanted Voldemort
Harry
to win.
Potter is the villain.
Yeah, because
of his own series, huh?
I mean... Just because his name after him doesn't mean he has to be a good guy.
That's true. Joker.
Or win. Joker. See? Yeah. It doesn't have to be a good movie. So
that definitely doesn't have to be a good movie.
So that's the end of the Harry Potter
series.
Saga. Long-ass saga.
And then, what did you think of the epilogue?
Was it epilogue?
For their older...
Oh, I fucking hated it.
I hated it too.
It's so bad.
It's really bad.
It looked terrible.
It is in the book. Mm-hmm. So I get why they put it in there. Like, it actually is in the book, but...
I like epilogues, usually.
They should have just got somebody else to play them.
Yes. They're like 17, 18, or like 20. I think they're 20.
The early 20s, yeah.
You can't make them look 20 years older, man.
You know, it was so bad.
It's so bad. They make, like, Malfoy, like, his hairline's, like, all the way up back here. He just looks like shit.
It's like their bodies are not old looking. They look like they're all athletic.
You can't just make them look younger. Like, it's
so weird. Yeah. I hate that scene.
And it wasn't like endearing at all, really. No. It took me out of it.
It didn't need to be there.
I wish it was just like, it didn't have to be like maybe like a year or two later.
Maybe. Maybe you need to do that. Just end with like Ron, Harry, Hermione. Like how
if they were going to do the epilogue. Yeah. I usually like epilogues. Like, well, what happened afterwards?
I mean, that scene is faithful. That's like faithful to the book, so I get why they put it in there. But just
they should have did a better job.
I mean, it works in the book because you don't see how fucking horrible the aging is because they're just like it's described, right? It's not like they're not trying.
It was pretty whack.
Digitally make them old or whatever they did.
So that was Harry Potter.
That was Harry Potter.
That was a journey.
What would you? Oh wait, we gotta rate the last movie. What would you rate the last movie out of 10?
So we're not counting the first half.
The first half you already gave a rating for.
7.5. I'll just give it an 8.
You give it the last one an 8?
All right.
I'll give this one an 8.5.
I'll say 8. I do like the other movies more.
Yeah.
As a conclusion, this is a satisfying conclusion.
It is.
But the shitty like explanation with him coming back to life that really messes it up for me.
Yeah.
And like Ron and Hermione to get love, it just bothers me. And Harry Potter, I just don't like Harry Potter. If Harry Potter was a more likable character, I think I would like the series way more.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cause it's called Harry Potter. It's not Frodo. You know, like
well, the sixth one's called Horny Potter, actually.
Horny Potter. Yeah.
But beyond that,
but Potter's in there.
Potter is in there.
So
yeah.
I'll give it 8. It's a satisfying conclusion. I expected so. Yeah, I just would change that one part where they make it make sense.
See, I am bothered by that, but so much of the movie is so good to me that I just don't care. So 8.5 for me. It was really I really enjoyed watching this time around, and I've seen it before, and there were still parts where I forgot about how intensely we were like, holy shit, this is fun, man.
I think because you have to watch both movies to get the full thing.
Yeah,
and I just want to watch like one movie, like The Chamber of Secrets and The Half-Blood Prince. I like those movies, and this is my third favorite. I would say I'm putting them together. It's definitely a satisfying conclusion, and also if I watch it again, I know what to expect. Probably will skip the Goblet of Fire,
just watch the Voldemort scene.
I'm not gonna skip that.
Yeah,
I'm skipping the rest of the shit because it's just gonna piss me off. But watching this, I'm like, yeah, like after a while, I was like, I need to watch it more. I need to finish this because I was invested.
Yeah,
and I got lost in the world, and I enjoyed it a lot. So
it's a really cool world, and yeah, I don't think it's not as expansive as like Lord of the Rings where they have like,
Lord of the Rings is better
creating like elven languages and shit. They don't really do that in Harry Potter, but I just like all the little quirky stuff and like introduction of characters, and it's fun. It's just like, and it makes you feel like there is like a little world outside of ours that's just full of magic. It's nice to think there's magic in the world. I think.
Maybe if I run into that wall very fast,
I think you should try it.
I should.
I really think you're gonna go to platform 9 3/4. You're definitely gonna go into that heaven place that the Harry Potter was in for sure.
I'm not going to Shrek. Like I was like going like.
Oh, I go into Shrek all the time.
Woo! Okay, anyways.
Just in a different way.
Anyways, that's another video for another time. So what did you think? So you're saying like you got lost in the world and you really enjoyed it?
I loved rewatching these two. I thought, honestly, I think most of them hold up pretty well for as old as, and even like the first one. Like, yeah, I do think I get it, the progression, like the change of tone from like magical and whimsical to being more like murder.
Oh yeah, they're not really in school anymore. I did miss that element though.
I did miss it
too. Even though it doesn't make sense for them to be in school. At all,
no.
I do miss it because they're kind of like in just boring ass London or wherever they are.
Yeah,
I don't know where they at.
There was a lot more like the real world.
They're not wearing their outfits.
That made me mad. That was one thing that really made me mad.
They're wearing whatever you're wearing.
They wear what I'm wearing, man. They're not wearing their robes. Yeah, I wanted to see them wearing.
And
that.
I kind of missed that.
I did too.
So yeah, that was but it makes sense for the story though. I mean,
there is like a maturity that like you feel like each one. It's like more and more like they're getting older. And the story's getting more mature. I definitely felt that, but yeah, I definitely think it lost some of the whimsy that's in the first two movies for sure. So, but it's great. If you do like Harry Potter, I understand.
I understand. I understand now. I didn't know, because I always heard, like I said, I always heard about it. People get tattoos.
Yeah,
it's their personality, like number one personality trait.
It is, yeah.
And I understand if you grew up with this, and like there's 8 movies, there's a book series. I get it.
It's a lot to dig into.
I mean, I love certain stuff that I grew up with, and I absolutely love it. So you can't really separate that. I get it now.
Yeah.
Like with Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, I watched both. I'm glad I watched them. Yeah,
they're iconic for sure. Don't watch Fantastic Beasts. And I haven't seen the sequel, so I don't know if that's good or bad. But I've heard it's pretty bad. So.
I think I'm good on the Harry Potter related stuff. I can take a break.
Just leave it at Harry Potter.
Yeah, but I'm happy.
And maybe go see The Cursed Child if you like musicals. I've heard that's good.
Cursed Child.
It's a musical. It's like
I think
Harry Potter's children and Ron's children. Yeah.
And I looked up some Daniel Radcliffe interviews. He seems like a cool guy.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, he seems like
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's still doing movies. He's not just tied to this.
And Emma Watson too. I mean, she's in a lot of shit.
See, I haven't really seen her in a lot of stuff.
She's in the Beauty and the Beast, but I mean,
see, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I know she's still in stuff. Though.
She is.
It seems like they're doing well.
They are doing well.
And rest in peace to Alan Rickman.
Oh Man.
Now it hurts me just think about it. I didn't know it before.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was great in this series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And rest in peace to the original Dumbledore who died 20 years
Richard
ago.
Harris. Yeah.
You know his name. That man that died 20 years ago. I hate you. And who I don't know who else actually died. In real life, but
and there's gonna be soon a reunion special on HBO Max. I
gotta watch it.
20 years.
Perfect time.
Yeah, 20-year reunion.
We
didn't time this at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for sticking with us for all 8 movies.
Yeah,
I know you did. I know.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we just shitting on Harry Potter. Fuck you, man.
Yeah. You punched Harry
in the ass. He's too horny for me.
All right, we really need to stop this video. You're getting tired.
We'll see you in the next dimension.
Hogwarts.